Hey, I hope my constant hyping up of the Forest of Fear didn't warp your expectations of it. I'd hate for you to think my recommendations were null and void. Hello, and welcome back to Jokes. The good jokes. I got the jokes. Hello, and welcome back to Wario Land 3. On the last episode, we went and played around in the Forest of Fear, unlocked the Warped Void, and in this episode, we're gonna finish those suckers up. I don't know why I tried to put emphasis on up in that weird way. It was probably a bad idea. So yes, the Warped Void. Something interesting about this level that I honestly don't remember if I pointed out in the last episode. Actually, I'm going to need a bit more. Looks like I'm going to have to jump to the key up there. So let's go ahead and just do a little bit better with this barrel. This Baron Richter often, or Count Richter often, whatever, is giving us some trouble, but it'll be fine, it'll be fine, it'll be fine, and I don't want to be here, I want to be in the other area. So what I was trying to say that I think is neat aesthetically about this level, other than just its general aesthetics, is, aesthetics? I don't know, that came out sounding weird. So this level is kind of hard to put together in your brain, since it's kind of put together kind of piecemeal by all these warps. Makes it kind of putting it together in your head, like how things connect, a bit difficult, at least for me. But the level itself isn't the hardest to navigate, because since there's no sorry, I heard a weird noise and then I lost my train of thought completely. Since there's no discernible landmarks in this level, there's weird things, like the big one made out of cannonballs, somewhere in here. The backgrounds actually differentiate in color depending on what chest you're closest to. Kind of like how the oh, well, there's the chest. Kind of like how the Paragoom's parasols change colors, depending if you're closer to the gray chest, the red chest, the blue chest, etc., etc. Same with the colored coins that randomly drop. The backgrounds kind of do it to help you kind of go, oh, this is this area, this is that area, which is kind of nice, and I appreciate it, and I think it's really cool, and I like that they didn't sacrifice the design of this area to, for the aesthetics to work, to give you this weird, unknowable place. It is, at least a little bit oh, this is the green area, even if you don't really understand how things connect properly. What you also probably don't understand properly is this vial of grape juice. Oh, I lied. It's not grape juice. It's blood. It's not even wine. It's just straight up blood. In fact, I think the Mario Wiki name for this was just straight up, demon blood, or, devil's blood, or something like that. But we have rechristened it the Boogeyman Beckoning Blood. Because this blood, you sniff it, and, well, I mean, we don't sniff it. We sniff it and go, ew, it's blood. But boogeymen sniff it, and they come a-running. The boogeymen, in this case, being zombies. Because we've summoned some zombies to the Forest of Fear. Because we're going to go back there and finish it off. We're only going to be doing 3 levels this episode. We did 5 last episode. We did 3 this we're going to do 3 this episode, since we're going to be finishing up the levels. So yeah, this is going to be our last time in the Forest of Fear already. It feels like just last episode we started playing it. That's a little goof, because it was last episode. I know, it's very funny, and you enjoyed it. So we're coming here to the Forest of Fear. Don't let me tell you if you enjoy things or not. You make your own opinions, I'm sorry. So the Forest of Fear, during the day, is something I very much so enjoy. And I actually think I might like it better during the day than during the night. So the day and night music is exactly the same, which is an awesome... I feel is awesome, because it's oh, it doesn't matter if you come here during day or night. It's spooky. Oh, also, before we talk about the aesthetics of this level, let's talk about this coin. So this coin's a little bit mean. You can see a shaft above it, leading upwards, but as you saw, when I ground pound above, where it was, nothing happened! What's the deal with that? This coin's a little devious in that we're gonna need some extra firepower to make it into there, and that happened probably about the worst way that could have happened. Bite me, buddy. So we'll let the zombie bite us, because what this actually is it's a thin platform, to use, I guess the term that I always use, a pass-through platform. Generally, you can pass through those platforms from below, but not from above, but zombies will fall through them, making it kind of tricksy and very interesting. So the aesthetics of this level, though, is something... Oh, wait, no, there was a sparkle on the wall. Damn it, how did I... I think I, saw that, last episode as well, and then didn't catch it, because we just gotta punch walls and hope for the best. If that's not the case, I don't know what we'll do, because there's nothing we can throw in here, because you can't pick up zombies, to my knowledge, unless there's some insane way to pick up a zombie. If it is, it's probably a glitch more than anything, because yeah, we were just able to punch the wall, no problem. So the aesthetics of this level is something I very much so enjoy. So the music's the same, so spooky regardless. I like the green that they use for the background. I think it's a nice, like, kind of dull green. And the ground, I think, looks wonderful, because, like, that, like, neon green, like, by itself is very, like, a very sharp, strong color, that honestly is kind of ugly. But if it was just, like, you know, just a flat, solid that color, like, we're gonna fall down to the bottom, and, like, you see it, like, here, and that looks bad. But when you see, like, the full, like, sprite for that, it looks super good, because it makes it look super, like, otherworldly, and it almost makes it look like slime's oozing out of the ground. And I think, like, you lose that effect with the when you see this place during the night, because it's like, oh yeah, that's just grass, whatever. But then during the day you get that super just harsh neon green, and I think it rules. It's something I very much so enjoy. Oh, and I keep hearing ice fall in my freezer, because the ice makers, I guess, at work. And I keep like, is someone knocking on my door? And I just don't know who'd be knocking on my door. But no one's knocking on my door. My ice is knocking on the door of my freezer. I mean, I guess it's just actually just falling into the ice tray, but whatever. Man, I cannot make that jump. Okay, there we go. Now we can actually continue on this level proper. How many coins do we have? We have 3 coins. I honestly don't remember how many coins we've seen over in this area. I believe it was quite a few, though, so we should be good to keep trucking on. And we're just gonna go ahead and jump up here. I'm leading this spearhead over. There's nothing over here we need to get. I don't think it helps us in any way to go up there, because we do need the spearmen, though, because there are these enemy-only platforms that we can't walk across, but enemies can. So what we're actually going to have to do is we're going to have to bounce on this guy across the thing to get to this coin. Because there's no way to fly into here, because there's this garlic hanging from the ceiling. So if you fly in here as Zombie Wario, since there's not Zombie Wario, as Vampire Wario, since there's vampire bats in this room, you immediately transform back, which is super cool, I feel. That they have these like garlics that transform you back, because it's like, oh yeah, you know, garlic vampires. That's super neat. And it's weird. It only happens in this level where you see garlic that transforms you back. But it's like, if it was only going to happen in one, I'm glad that it's the spooky level. I mean, the things that we've seen transform us back from Vampire Wario before is still like very thematically in line with vampires, like dripping water, which I guess running water, light, you know, all things with vampires. All things indeed. So it's just kind of neat to see like the kind of like the big vampire things like kind of like all up here. And oops, I actually don't want to kill you because I want to take you upstairs. I want to go up here to come because there's a coin, and we're not doing this the proper way, I guess, but we made it up here. So who cares? Who cares? As this Super Mario would say, but it'd probably be more like a who cares, because you know Mario would the Super Mario, that boy always cares. The Super Wario though, that boy never cares. He's a bit of a bad boy. Wario's a bit of a bad boy. So let's go ahead and I guess do that. I was trying to do this carefully because I want to keep the spearhead in here. Looks like that was never going to work out. I don't know why I was lying to myself. Because we want to get this guy up here, because there's a coin up there. A coin. Anytime I say the word coin, I'm always tempted to follow it up by, like, going coin. Because of the, like, the mummy from Scooby-Doo. I watched a lot of Scooby-Doo as a kid. Just that stupid mummy. Coin. It's the mummy, right? Yeah, I think it's the mummy, because it's got the museum episode. I think there's a mummy chasing them. I don't remember. Don't at me. How many... Oh, 7. I was like, how many coins do we have? I didn't expect to have 7. There's got to be at least one more in the final area. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I'm close enough to 100% sure that there's something. Luckily, there is an escape from this area. If there wasn't, that would be quite. I mean, I guess it'd be quite upsetting, because it'd be like, oh god, how am I supposed to get out of here? The entrance to the blue area. Is the only way... Okay, yeah, no, there's a way over here. Oh yeah, we do have to come up here? Actually, is there a way over here? Because... Yeah, we have to go to the left. Sorry, I didn't say anything of, like, worth there for a second, because I was honestly kind of perplexed. I was trying to think if we could get to the top of the area from the far right, but we actually have to come and jump from below to get here. This was the way that led us to, I believe it was our 3rd coin earlier in this level. This area has been completely accessible to us since the first time we came here. But if you come here before you get the Boogeyman Beckoning Blood, there'll be no zombies here, and zombies are probably important to completing this area, because we needed to get zombies. This is an area I think is super cool, by the way, because we have these, like, gravestones in the background, which are completely, like, a unique sprite to, like, just this little area here. And oops, we almost made it to the end, but I messed up at the end, and I guess we don't... I 100% planned for that. No, we had to come down here to get the key anyways. Okay, so let's count these while I walk back, just so I don't mess this up. 2, 3, 4... Okay, so on the 4th platform, I need to drop down at the very end to get the blue key. And not today, zombie. I got places to be. Gotta follow my rainbow. I didn't count on my way here, but I'm pretty sure this is number 4. I wasn't counting, but I can count to the number 4, everyone. Congratulations, me. Math minor can count to the number 4 without paying attention. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Okay, so now we just have to get past these zombies, which honestly, if you take these zombies slow, aren't going to be any problem. Because you can just crouch, and just if you stop anytime you see a zombie, they'll never really give you any issue. Like, this could take a while, but even if you bump into them like that, you have plenty of time to duck. And not today, zombie. Not today, not ever. And actually, now ever, because I need to drop through this platform to come down here, and we have all the coins, right? Yep, we have all the coins, we have our blue key, we have our blue chest right in front of us. So that's that for the Forest of Fear. I very much so enjoy that level. There's a bunch of nice little arrangements. It even has like an enemy platform, like only like bouncing across thing, which is an arrangement we haven't seen at all in this game. Like we saw it in Wario Land 2 and Steal the Syrup's Treasure, and I believe you only have to do that then. There's some other enemy only platforms, but I don't think you ever have to bounce across a long one like this anywhere but Steal the Syrup's Treasure. But from that blue chest, we get the key card clearance level blue, which is funny because in this level the red chest gives us the inverse of this item, the key card clearance level red, which will go ahead and fill in our last block for us. Only 4 more levels to go, and honestly, that's going to be the rest of the game for us because we have 1 more level this episode. We have 1 more next episode. But yes, we got both of our key cards, which open up this weird thing with a paragoom in it in the warped void. It's so like out of place there and really confusing. Which I mean, I guess serves the point. It's the warped void. Something being out of place and confusing is kind of that place's MO. Well, we've savored the Forest of Fear completely. It's time to finish off the side dish that came with it. This level, I mean, that was decently done. Not whatever. I could have done better, but I could have done worse as well. And actually, was there a thing up there? Yeah, there's a coin up there as well. I guess we're gonna have to bring the hammerbot over there. So once we get that barrel, we'll bring it down. And God, this 1 is so confusing to me. I don't know if this was intentionally. They were like, I'm gonna put a 1 here, or if that was just like an incidental, like little. Oh yeah, we just put a thing there, and I guess it's a 1. Huh? Weird how that works out. And oops, that crusher totally caught me off guard. Let's go ahead and just jump. Oh, I guess I jumped. Like, I guess I grabbed hold of the ladder much sooner than I thought, because I didn't think I was holding on to the ladder, but whatever. The game knows better than I. Where does this take us? It didn't take us where I was expecting to go, but I'm not going to complain about being up here. Let's go ahead and free the hammerbot, because if we free the hammerbot, we can get back up here anytime we so well please. Yeah, because now we can just come through here, and the hammerbot is now our new barrel. We're a little bit slower carrying this than we were the barrel. But we don't have to worry about dropping him, because he'll respawn, as long as we don't, like, murder him, and I don't know why I broke that. We didn't need the green... We didn't need the green key at all, and now I have him in a bad spot. Do we have a way of getting him out of there? I don't think there's not enough room for us to actually get down there now, huh? Is there? That's bad. Okay, well, and there's no way to easily leave this room and come back, so I guess we'll just make another circuit. So that cut I just did, honestly, I had no idea how far away I'd have to go to come back here, even though, like, we haven't been playing this level all that long, and my brain's already been like, where are we going? I'm so confused. Let's go ahead and just hop up here. We'll need to come back to this room in a hot second, because we need... Actually, let's go ahead and, before we worry about the hot seconds... What the hell did the robot go? Oh, there it is. It ran away. I thought it despawned for a second. We want to take him to the far right. We don't want to drop him in any of these pits, because as we learned, if he falls in a pit, he's not coming out. Let's go ahead and grab the coin here. I was about to say, like, look, we'll leave and then we'll come back to this room, but no, that's a recipe for me forgetting to get that coin, and then getting the blue thing, and then me getting very upset, and then maybe you guys laughed at that? I don't 100% know. I've already posted that episode, but the only comment I remember from that episode is, like this if you cry every time, which I'm pretty sure was in response to me not getting all the coins in the steep canyon. I'm going to keep referring to that. I don't care if we're at the end of the last episode, or this isn't the last episode, but you know, the penultimate episode. I believe I said that earlier. Oh, but here we go. Yeah, we had never seen this thing. Oh no! That was bad! Oh, wait, I guess it's not that bad. I was about to do a cut, but we can just come up here and we'll be in the same spot. I was like, oh, now we have to go all the way around, and yada yada yada. I thought that'd be worse. God, there's this weird thing that you warp into. I've always seen it as an ear. Maybe it's not supposed to be an ear. Maybe that's Wario Land 2 coloring my perception, because, like, in the Steel Syrup's treasure, there's all those weird, like, disembodied body parts, like, floating around, so maybe that's just Wario Land 2 coloring my perception and making me feel like that's probably an ear. Oop, let's not get got. I don't know why that surprised me this much. Didn't we kill? Oh, it probably just stunned him when we threw the enemy at him. Let's not let any of these bears get us. Because if we come over here, we have a coin. Oh, well, as we learned, it's not that far away to get back up there. I keep like going like, oh man, now I gotta cut. But then, you know, once you start opening the shortcuts in this level, things aren't too bad. I mean, granted, like, how many other shortcuts are there in this level? Honestly, like, there's this one. This is, like, really all I can think of. There's probably others. There's, like, those throwable blocks that we saw in the green treasure with the Count Richter-Offens. Oh, actually, was there a coin over in that green area? I think there might have been. Because this will lead us to the blue area, I believe, because we haven't been up here. Yeah, this is the blue area. We don't want to be here yet. Because, you know, the blue area will, you know, obviously, you know, lead us to the blue chest. And we have coins we gotta collect before we worry about having any blue things. Have we been to the red area? We haven't been to the red area yet. Where the hell is the red area? Well, we'll go find the red area in a hot second. We need to traverse the green area. Like, where is the coin in the green area? Is there anything in the... I don't remember seeing any coins in the Count Richter-Offens areas. Unless there's one in this area, like, above this guy, which I don't think there'll be. Let's go ahead. I guess just... We'll do the do, because I honestly have no idea where all the coins are. How many coins do we even have? Like 3? If I had to guess, I'd say 3, maybe 4. Yeah, 3. So what we want to do now, we'll go ahead and check that if we can get to the upper right of that Count Richter-Offen, because I feel like there's maybe a coin hidden there, because it seems like a kind of devious place to hide a coin. And where else would you hide coins but the most devious of locations? If it's not devious, then why'd you even put a coin there, silly? These coins are supposed to be devious. Very, very devious. And it's not devious if it's not in the like least like thought-provoking areas. Although some coins and keys are kind of in just like, oh, kind of gimme areas, which is fine. Sometimes it's fun to have a gimme. And there was no oh, there's the coin. Yeah, I guess it's the only coin in this area. I was expecting more. I was expecting at least 2, to be honest. But I guess that's not the case. It's funny. The red area is that basically the entire red area is just that room that you fall through. But I feel like this might be the more difficult arrangement to get to the to get to the chest and to get to that coin, because that red area, like, I mean, the first time we just accidentally hit the key. I don't know how hard it'd be to hit that key if we you know, if we didn't incidentally hit it. But that red chest, the red area, we just blew through. This green one's giving me a little bit of trouble. I'm hugging this wall, or I'm trying to hug that wall, but I'm doing it a bit too soon. I keep hitting that spike. I don't know why my brain is doing this dumb thing where I'm like, keep reacting too soon. Oh, there we go. That wasn't that at all. Why did I keep like, I kept like hugging it, thinking the timing would be super tight. Maybe it was, and I just got lucky. Who knows? It's hard to tell. So that was our 4th one, right? Yeah, that was our 4th one. There were 2 in the red area, wasn't there? I remember seeing one that we picked up, and I think there was one just off to, like, a right? Like, it was, like, down, like, a little shaft that I didn't go down. I don't 100% remember. Brain doesn't work great. But there's one somewhere around here, and... Oh, I was about to say, like, this isn't where I wanted to go. But yeah, there's a door, I think, just down the end of this hallway that'll take us where we want to go. If I could bounce... Oh, I was about to say if we could bounce up there, I'd be good, but... Because there's a warp from... Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to these stupid arrows here. God, this area is just so strange, and I love it. It's very, very good. This is the area we wanted to get to, yeah, with the 1. Because, Yo, that's why we didn't go to the red area, because I started climbing up here, and to get to the red area, we have to just sidle on past and come over here, and I think we jump in here, and this, yeah, that makes us start to fall. Yeah, there's the thing I was talking about, because last time we got the coin off to the right, which, yeah, if we just go this way, we're gonna hit the coin. It's not that hard to get. But this one's gonna be a little bit of a doozy, because, actually, how are you supposed to... Ooh, I have an idea, actually. I was like, that's way too far. Like, there's no way Wario can fall, in such a way that he hits that coin. But that's the point of this crusher. I was sitting here, like, when we were walking past this, like, wait, is this crusher just, like, a punishment? Like, we haven't used this at all. But we're probably supposed to become Flat Wario and float down there. I wonder if they intended you to use Flat Wario in that arrangement in the first place, to kind of float through and, I guess, have an easier time than just, doing what I did, just kind of balls to the wall, falling us through, like, at... what is Wario's terminal velocity? Oops, and we're gonna have to be careful since Flat Wario kind of has that little... Oh, I missed it. That's fine. It's not difficult to get back as long as I don't fall into the water. If I fall into the water, that'll be bad. But we just need to get Wario close enough. Yeah, this should be good. He's not hitting the wall. And, yeah, there we go. Ooh, that was, like, perfect. I thought I was gonna hit that wall. Now we can just fall into the water and transform back. That was very cool. Things normally don't work out that well. Oh, that's nice. Can we get to see Wario transforming from Flat Wario in the, to normal Wario in the water? How many coins does that give us? 6? I feel we've looked everywhere. 2 coins being in the blue area isn't unreasonable. So we're just gonna hope that's the case. Because I feel we've looked everywhere. I may have... Did I miss an area? I don't feel like there's been a chance for us to miss an area. And, oh yeah, it's nighttime. I didn't even realize. Because this is one of 2 levels, the other being the Cave of Flames, are the levels that you cannot tell if it's day or night in. Just because the Cave of Flames is completely indoors, and this one is indoor? Oh, wait, I needed to be up there. Dang it. I jumped down here because I was like, oh, I wanted to come back to this room, but my brain wasn't thinking about where the blue area was. Silly, silly me. Luckily for us, we have a nice little shortcut, because we can just bounce up here, if I can just bounce correctly. And putting spikes there is very kind of the developers, because we can transform back very quickly without having to wait the full bouncy time. We won't let this paragroom. Whoops, sorry for your para-bride, or your para-groom, or your para-partner. I don't know if that's... I don't know if partner's the appropriate gender-neutral, like, marriage buddy thing. Marriage buddy... I take it back. Marriage buddy's actually the gender-neutral marriage buddy name, because if it's not, that's just disappointing. And we got the coin we wanted pretty easily. We just have to... treat these blocks with respect, and oh man, I might have not treated the block. Okay, cool, we have another shot. I was like, man, I didn't treat those blocks with proper respect enough to come up here and get the final coin. Not the final coin of the game, mind you, because we still have 3 more levels to do after this one. But the final coin of this area. So it's all good in the hood. And is there multiple doors? Yeah, there's 3 doors. Where does this one take us? I'm guessing those other ones take us yeah. It's actually kind of clever design. This door takes you backwards. But these doors that I'm guessing take you forward have blocks above them. Oh, and they have actually different types of blocks above them. So let's try this one out first, just because it's closer to the door, see where it takes us. Applebee's popping out of, like, nothing. That's very interesting. Can we make this jump as Fat Wario? Let's go ahead and just do it. We'll go ahead and knock this off our bucket list. Destroying this donut block because, excuse me, it's there. We have access to Fat Wario. Why shouldn't we? And let's go ahead and I guess just take a little sneaky peeky around to see if we can find a no Fat Wario blocks. Okay, Fat Wario blocks. I normally call them donut blocks just because they have donuts on them, but that's probably not the best way to refer to them. And oh, hey, these platforms that fall out from under your feet whenever you stand on them for too long. You don't see those very often in this game. And actually, let's go ahead and just see what's over there. We have all the coins though. Maybe the keys over there? This will either lead us to, like, the key or the chest. I mean, that's the only thing it can be at this point. And since there's blocks that we can break, yeah, it was in our best interest to come over here anyways. Since there was blocks, so it made a nice little shortcut, so we don't have to do that arrangement again. Not that it was a difficult arrangement or anything, mind you. But hey, it's cool. Everything is good. Everything's going actually quite well. I thought this would be much harder. And aren't those things normally red? I don't know why. I just paused it. Like, I do have all the coins, right? Like, this is the 3rd time I've checked. I'm an idiot. I feel like the crushers, or the grabby bots that normally hold the crushers are normally, I feel like they're normally red. It's kind of strange. Or, I feel like they're normally green whenever they lift the the Crushers. It's just kind of strange to see a red one carrying a red one. Makes me think maybe they made like different colors of them to have an expanded purpose at one point, and then they, you know, didn't go through with it. Who knows? Like, honestly, I'm pulling things up my ass here. I'm just making assumptions just based off of like something I saw for a hot second. We probably didn't need to do what I just did. You know what? We're just going to repeat this arrangement anyways. Just because I'm the coolest. I'm so good at this video game, I can repeat the arrangement and have no difficulties whatsoever. So we're done. No more Force of Fear. No more Warped Avoid. Let's see what our final treasure of the area is. It's the Crest of Hearts, completing a full set of crests. So now we can all digivolve to Ultimate. Even though we, you know, this is the only... Heart is the only actual Digimon crest here. You get the Crest of Heart, which I think was Sora's, so that lets you become Garudamon? I think that's it's a bit of a called shot. It's been a couple years since I've seen Digimon. But Digimon Season 1 rules. The dub is super good, and it's a very good watch. If you haven't watched it in a couple years, I highly recommend it. It is a very, very fun show to watch. So with that, that's the penultimate episode. We're done with the Warp Void. I pushed the wrong button. I entered the level accidentally. So I guess we're gonna end the episode in a level. The Warped Void is unknowable and strange, and
I'll see you next time.